We fixed the iron farm problem, and now we have to fix this problem. And it is a problem. And I fixed it a few different times. But I think we fix it again today. It's bad in a couple different ways. For one thing, it's incomplete. And for another thing, it's hard to get to. But that's got to go. You know what? I need a beacon over here. What was that? Kind of going back to an idea that's similar to what I originally started with, which was the idea of having like floating islands. I had a floating island here, but it was very small. It looked okay, but it was just kind of not enough. Glass is funny to me. In real life, it's the easiest thing to break, but in Minecraft, it takes the longest. That is a lot of work that I just had to tear up. Let's fix this too. Okay, so everything is cleared up now. So what I'm thinking is kind of a pretty good sized floating island. Something pretty good sized. Because I'm thinking what I want to do is make this a cave entrance maybe. And then maybe a pool. And then like a waterfall going down. Now, last time I made this floating island, it was a gigantic disaster. Not in the sense that it didn't turn out okay. It did. It wasn't huge. It was pretty small, actually. It was probably like this big. This one I want to be much bigger. The part of it that was a bit of a disaster was that it was hard to do. It's not that I'm amazing at doing contouring of the land, but building up is a lot easier than building down for some reason. You'd think it'd be the same basic principle, and it is, but for some reason going down is much harder. That's pretty high, but I actually think higher because I'm going to make it a lot bigger. So let's make it up higher. Let's actually make it up above the clouds. Yeah, what if we start it like kind of like just below the clouds and then build it up above the clouds? From really far away, the chateau looks pretty good though. I wish it looked that good up close. Okay, yeah, let's get started on this island. I'll come back when I have a little bit of progress made. I have some medium good news. I have a good reason to go into the bone farm now. I wish that Bedrock had something similar to the replay mod, because it would be fun to do this on a time lapse. But I'm just not sure how to do it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a skeleton of dirt, and then I'll decorate it on the outside. You know what? I learned this lesson the hard way. Let's not learn it the hard way again. Yeah, I don't think it's exactly the right shape yet, but I think it's not a terrible size. It still seems too tall, though. Yeah. Maybe I go down like 5 blocks here. Yeah, that's way better. Okay. So one thing I know for sure, after having done this a few times in my life, is that this is going to take a minute. So I'm going to jump off, listen to my book, and I will come back when I have some progress made. Okay, so this is what I did. It's a little bit uneven. It's hard to tell from when you're standing on top of it how it looks. So I'm definitely going to have to clean this up, kind of round it out a little bit better in certain spots. But that's basically the size of it. I might make it another couple blocks. Let's go get a little bit of perspective over here. Yeah, I think this is okay though. I don't want to make it too big. If it gets too big, then it's just not going to be... It's not really going to be a portal. It's going to be like a whole nother planet. Okay, so now the trick is going to be giving it a little bit of a bottom. All right. That'll take root. How to build down then? Yeah, like I was saying, scaffolding is cool. I mean, it's really improved things a lot, but it would be even better if scaffolding could go down. Do I just build up? Whoa, sheesh. Okay, I am going way too small here. Whoa. Okay. I have vastly underestimated how quickly I have to expand. That is silly. Well, actually, you know what? It's not as silly as I was thinking it is. No, it's not actually as silly as I thought it was. It's sort of turning out okay. I just have to go bigger. But, like, right here. Yeah. So I need to start, like, right here and go out a little bit more. Now, I do want this. I don't know. I'm trying to do this blind. I don't know how this is turning out. One thing about it is my plan always was for it to have a thin top. But I'm not sure if I'm going too thin is the problem. Okay, let's fly over and then turn around and just first view. Well, it's not terrible, but it needs a little bit better of a transition right there. Okay. So it's doing what I wanted, which is like it's above the clouds. But the bad thing is that it's above the clouds. And I can't see what's going on. Yeah, it's not terrible. Not terrible. Okay. All right, well, I'll come back when I've got some more done. I'm using up a lot of hard drive space here. Okay, so as crazy as it is, I think I need to just build myself like a scaffolding out of dirt. It's okay. I say crazy as if it's an insane thing to do. It's what we used to always do. But it's just like, you know, once you have real scaffolding, you don't really want to go through the hassle of doing it like this. Especially because I'm not sure how the circle's going to go. Actually, you know what? Having said that, that is so true that it's painfully true. I gotta fix this. All right. The problem is, it's so hard to tell. That's okay. That's okay. That's not perfect, but it's fine now. All right. I think it's fine now. It's not perfect, but it's fine. I hope this isn't one of those situations where everyone out there watching this is like, why don't you just do X? and then all of that stuff will just be built. No problem. There's got to be a way, and I just don't know what it is. Okay, making some progress. This is slow, very slow, but we're keeping going. Okay, so something really terrible has happened. I've been inside of here for quite a long time because this was just a pretty busy bit of work. And it was very, very time consuming. And I'm not even, of course, done. But I was doing all that, and then I came out here to grab something, and it was snowing. But I've had an island in the sky here forever. Well, it turns out down here, it's happy action fun rain. But you go up a few blocks, not happy action fun snow. This is not good. I mean, the snow literally ruins my whole plan. My whole plan was, like a cool lush cave opening with the portal, and then like kind of a cool pond, kind of like a not tropical exactly, but like lush and thick and green. And then it would have a waterfall coming down somewhere that would go down there, and there would be another pond down there. I think we talked about that part of it. But snow was not part of the plan. I don't actually know what to do. I mean, this thing is not taking me like 25 minutes or anything. Actually, let's go right here. This actually works out better. If you're right at the cloud level, it goes away. So clearly I need to even this out. And that's fine. I was ready for that amount of work. I knew that was still going to be a thing, and I knew it was still going to be a hassle. And I sort of wanted it that way because I want to have some greenery and stuff, some mossy blocks and some vines going down or whatever. That part of it was totally fine to me. But I do not want to redo this. But the snow breaks it. I'm not going to lie. Oh, if I'd only just built it where I already had it planned to be built. But I just thought it would look a little cooler up in the sky. The worst part is, I'm not even sure that I love it up higher. Snow. The snow is brutal. And the snow doesn't go away in the sun, huh? My only hope was that the sun would come out and the snow would go away. But the snow is not going away. All right. I'm going to have to think this through. I think my episode is going to have to end on a cliffhanger here a little bit, because I'm going to have to figure this out. And it might take a little new planning. I might have to embrace the snow somehow. Here's the problem. All right, I'm going to stop complaining, but I'm also going to stop recording. This might be the end of my episode. That's funny. This is a terrible ending. Snow is bumming me out, guys. Oh, I'm going to pace. I'm pacing. I'm bummed, and I'm pacing. You know what would be cool? Is if one of these episodes ended and I wasn't bummed about something.